new audio system, no audio sound system there, and didn't have it quite plugged in right. It's Bob Gray here with Emily Gray on the camera work, bringing tonight's Indian Hawks football contest. We're playing the MMA Colonels. Last year we played them and dominated them. I believe the score was like 68-7, no 68-0. I think it was. I could be wrong off that. We dominated them up there in Mexico last year. They're going through the lineups right now. I'll get them to you as we're playing. Coming off last week's thrilling 44-38 win off Louisiana, the 1-0 Indian Hawks. Oh, right next to the speaker here, so we're getting a little bit of feedback. Hopefully you can hear me. Indian Hawks are coming off of last week's thrilling last-second win against Louisiana. They're 1-0. This is a non-conference matchup. MMA comes in at 0-1. They lost last week 44-7 to Van Far. Next week we got Bowling Green. Let's see here. We're going to let them finish the announcements and go to a commercial break and be back with you with a little bit of preview of tonight's game. This is the Indian Hawks football on the Indian Sports Network.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Hopefully we got no technical difficulties. I've got green on the signaling. Hopefully we're coming through. They're announcing the referees here. We're going to kick off. We've had a little technical. Gosh dang it.
Line judge Jeremy McSparron. Back judge Donald Whitaker.
That's not going to go through if I'm getting a red bar. I got 3 things there. Hold it away. We might be getting interference from that. Hold it. If we. No, from the 10. Yeah, not from. Well, last week it was way back there. Yeah, just throw it on the. All right, if you can hear this, we're having technical difficulties. We're efforting it. We're going to stop streaming and then come back in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's trying to work through it. No, I think that's it. I think we had it too close up front. Either that or that was causing interference with it. Okay. All right. I think we got it figured out, Mike. Okay. Maybe now you can hear us. We're getting ready for kickoff here. We have a few technical difficulties getting things set up. It's the second game of the year. We're getting ready to play MMA. MMA is coming off a loss last week at Van Far. We're coming off a narrow victory against Louisiana, 44-38 on a close to the last second touchdown pass from Yates to Klopsick of 27 yards to win the game. They're meeting now for the coin toss. Captains on the field for the Indian Hawks are 56, Damian Walker, 72, Trevor Anthony, the Frankenstein, and the injured Jameson Wolanski. He'll be out this week, next week, maybe a week after that, but he didn't damage anything serious in that knee of his. He just had a bad knee bone bruise on the kneecap. So he'll be back, luckily, hopefully, in a couple weeks. See if we can see what the referee's signaling here on the toss. He's giving instructions to the coaches. They shake hands. All right, now here comes the actual toss. MMA will get the call. We'll be able to see what they're calling. And they finally turned off the speaker. I think the speakers might be what gave us the feedback, because we got it. Well, we know next time we're up here that we need to put that thing in that back corner over there because it gets a better signal. All right. The Indians will be going left to right on your screen. That's north to south. They will be receiving.
Indian Hawks won the toss. They're going to receive the ball.
All right, we'll be back after this quick commercial break. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Move that over there. All right, hopefully we're back. We got our technical issues resolved. Get ready for kickoff here.
Colonels will be number 10, Francio Fleitas.
Francisco Flitis.
The Indian Hawks.
Francio Flitis is going to be the kicker. He's pretty much the jack of all trades, do everything quarterback for the Colonels. They're coming off a successful 4-5 year last year. Well, for them, successful. Let's see what we can do here. He is ball fell off the tee. Indians have five. Indians are going with the 5-3-2-1 look. Look, who is that deep for us? Is that Kendall Deep? It looks like. Fleetus is a senior this year. Ball keeps falling off the tee. They're going to have to hold it. That's twice. They're going to have to put it. By rule, they have to have a holder by now, since that's twice. If it falls off twice, you got to have a holder. So now there's got to be a hold. Yeah, he's got to hold it by now. If it falls off twice, by rule, they have to have a holder so the game can go. I think he was trying to tilt it too far back to get a pop-up kick, and he didn't have it bounced on the tee. Oh, that's an illegal kick. Nice kick. What happened? Oh, you got it pulled too tight.
Carried the ball back to the Indian Hawk 27-yard line. First and 10 Indian Hawk.
All right. All right, Indian ball at the 20. Or early in the year, we're still working out the bugs. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen at home. All right, let's see what we got here. First down. Looks like we're going to go trips left. For the scouting report I got from the coaches, the Colonels play cover 2, cover 4 mostly. Make them take the long drive defense. But now they're coming out with cover 1 here. That's probably maybe a cloud 4. Because the coverage on the man there are awfully deep. That's a cloud 4 look. Hand off to Enkelman. He's smothered.
Enkelman, your ball carrier, was stopped in the backfield.
Good defensive penetration there for the Colonels.
50, by number 55.
55, Barrington Stanford with the tackle.
Second and 12, Indian Hawks.
Loss of a couple on the play. Second and long now. Indian Hawks in the trips left formation again. Enkelman and Yates in the backfield. Quick screen. Oh! Klopsic incomplete. A little bit of a ragged start right now for the Indian Hawks. Not like the bang, bang, bang running attack they came out with last week against Louisiana. Now it's third and long. Deep coverage here for the Colonels. 5, 10. They got a safety 18 yards off the line. Trips on the near side now on the right. Yates going to run it. He's brought down after a minimal gain. We're in a punting situation here.
Number 12, Sean Yates, the carrier.
Gained about 4 for Yates.
2 yards.
Yates had nearly 400 yards of total offense last week as he was our offensive player of the week. Let's see here. 4th and forever. I bet you Yates drops back into punt depth here. 4th and 8 on the play. We've got a punt on this one. Yep. Yates takes a couple extra steps back. There's the kick. It's off. It's a good one. Fielded by number 12, Styles Fountain. He's quickly brought down at the 30. Nice punt by Yates. Netted 50 yards.
Received the punt. Styles Fountain. He was tackled by number 1, Matt Klopsik.
And the Colonels will get their first chance with the ball. From the scouting report on them, Francisco Fleitas is the one-man show with him. He'll run, he'll pass, he'll do just about everything. They run out of a spread formation. If I remember last year, their line is even very spread. It's wide splits for the offensive line. Indian Hawks look like they're going to be in their base 3-4 formation. Looks like almost a cover 2 look being pre-shown here for the Indian Hawks. They're just lining up pre-formation. Here they go. Looks like trips on the near side left here for the Colonels. They got a big kid out there. Who is that? There's the block handoff. Inside running game. Gained a couple. Who's the
24, Matthew Thibodeau, ball carrier.
Looks like the running back's going to be 24, Thibodeau.
Several Indian Hawks on the inside.
Substitutions for play calling here, and a huddle for the Colonels. Don't see huddle in high school football very often. It's nice to see. Going with the trips formation on the right side now. Isolation here on the left. Fleitas to take the snap. False start going to be called. Encroachment called. Didn't see who it was. Rough start here for the Indian Hawks. That's going to set up a 2nd and short. Probably see the ball go on the ground now. Trips on the right again. Number 7, Pedro DeRocha. He's the tall one. Fleitas keeps it. He's corralled before he could get the first down. It's going to be a gain about 1. It's going to be 3rd and 2. I didn't see who got in on the tackle.
Number 10 was ball carrier. He's taken down by number 2, Nate Reed.
They're giving the tackle credit to Nathan Reed. His first action after being held out last week with a gimpy knee. Hopefully he's okay. I see he's got an extra little padding on it.
3rd and about 1 for the Colonels.
His first action as a varsity football player. Gets right in there, gets a tackle. Good job, Nathan. The deuce. Let's see what we got here formation-wise. They're going double twin look. Pure spread formation here. Yeah, it's going to be Fleitas right. DeRocha on the snap. Somebody jumped the gun. That's a free first down. Unless there's movement on the Colonel.
Timeout on the field.
Oh, timeout called by MMA. We'll take it with them. This is Indian Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we're back. It's 3rd and short here for the Colonels. MMA's first possession of the game. We're at the 8:52 mark of the first quarter. Indian Hawks didn't have a very successful first drive, 3 and out, but a nice punt by Yates got them back in the field position positive. Spread look here for the Colonels. Motion back. Handoff. Drilled in the backfield. I didn't see who made the initial hit, but Kendall was there with the cleanup. Walker with the initial hit. Loss of about 4 on the play, 3 or 4. That's going to set up a 4th and mid. This is at the questionable. No, they're at their own 35. They've got a punt here. 4th and 5 at their own 35. The Colonels are coming out in punt formation. Looks like Fleetus to kick. It's blocked. Block kick. Didn't see who got it. Look, maybe I see Frankenstein down there. Evans got it. Okay, another tall one. Zach Evans, the freshman, he had a nice week last week receiving. Comes in, gets a block punt, and maybe the momentum has swung back to the Indian Hawks here after a rough start. We are inside the Colonel 30 now after the block punt. Good job there on the special teams for the Indian Hawks. Looking over the sideline to get the call. We're going to have to call timeout. Substitution problems. We'll take it with them. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back. Here's the first play. Bubble screen to Klopsic. He's got some blocking. Cuts inside. Hold on to the ball. He breaks the tackle. He scores!
Number 1, Matt Klopsic with a catch and carry.
Let's see here. Gain of 27 on the play. First score of the ball game, and the Indian Hawks are now up 6-0. Hopefully we get better. We practiced the 2-point conversions a little bit this week. We were pretty poor at them that last week. That's the first score of the game. Another touchdown for sophomore Sean Yates in his first season as starter. Yates to Klopsic. That was the winning combination last week. It gets us started this week. 27 yards on the bubble screen. There's a 2-point conversion. Fade route. He's got a man. A little bit too tall. Looks like he was going for Malik McPike on that one. Failed on the 2-point conversion pass. And the score is 6-0 Indian Hawks. 8:03 to go in the first. We'll be back right after this quick break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back. DeRocha and Fleetus received the kick. And DeRocha gets it. Tall number 7. Got running room. Gets outside Bonstell. He broke contain. He's still going. Finally wrapped down. Oh, they're going to stay. Stepped out of bounds at the 50. Nice return there by DeRocha.
50-yard line.
And here's where, and at midfield is where the Colonels will begin their second possession of the ball game. MMA had a little bit of success on the ground, then got bogged down with a penalty and a lost yardage play. Well, I mean, you got it supported, right? Okay. I don't know what else to do after that. I guess tell Mike that we might need a new end on that thing. All right, here's formation, trips right. DeRocha's in the middle of that. He might be a go-to guy for him. Flittis has it. Looks like an option look. Brought down quick and hard. Kendall came through on the blitz. Huge loss on the play. That looked like an option look.
Second and 20 for the Colonels.
They're going to give him the full 10 on the loss. It says okay again. You're welcome. Second and 20 now for the Colonels. That's some of the defense the Indian Hawks used last year to shut them out, I believe. I think it was a shutout. I can't remember exactly. I know it was a blowout. Trips on the right. Little pop pass over the head of number 24, Matthew Thibodeau.
Ball's incomplete. Third and 20, Colonels.
Third and forever now for the MMA. Trips on the right, single on the left. Indian Hawks bringing pressure. Flittis just lets it fly. It's picked up by Klopsic. Yeah, I don't know if that's a flag or a change of possession. I think that was just a change of possession thrown by the ref. Yep.
First and 10, Indian Hawks.
And Klopsic gets the interception.
At the Colonel 45.
Coming through a little loud, I think. I heard a pop in my earphone. No, I think I am. I did.
43.
All right. When I get excited, it popped. It would help. All right. Well, the Indian Hawk. Well, it won't happen unless I get excited again. So, well, we'll score a touchdown hopefully. You could reverse it and play back to the interception. Double twins look. Ankelman in the backfield motion. Jet sweep handoff. Kendall's got some running room. He's going to take it down the sideline. Breaking through tackles. Oh, they said he stepped out of bounds at the 17. Gain of, let's see here, 31 yards for Kendall.
16-yard line.
And the Indian Hawks offense is rolling.
First and 10, Indian Hawks.
Under the 7-minute mark to go here in the first. We're marching again. Basic spread, double twins. Look, oh, we're in the stack. Stack usually was a running formation last week. We did run some pick plays off of it. Reed. Yates keeps it. Uh-oh.
12, Sean Yates, ball carrier.
Brought down after a gain of about 5, but there's a flag on a play. Indian Hawks are marching back. Holding call. Didn't see on who it was on, but that'll cost us 10.
Ball be moved back to the 24-yard line. Be first down.
If you don't hear a pop or something like that, then it's all right. All right. Still first down, now long to go. Stack formation. Quick screen. Kendall breaks one tackle. He's got room to run. Close to, he's still going. He may score.
Touchdown, Indian
Touchdown, Kendall.
Blake Kendall with a catch and carry.
Another 27-yard touchdown pass for Yates. And the Indian Hawks are rolling. Yeah, it's 12-0 now. And our new feature this year, our online scoreboard, has finally been updated. It's now 12-0. Roll out. Got him! It's good!
Number 5, Zach Evans is good.
Yeah.
2-point conversion good.
Yates to Evans is good. It's now 14-0. We got a time. I think we're going to take a mandatory water break now. We'll take it with them. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football. It's 14-0. Cloughton-Ellsbury over MMA.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right. Oh, man. Hey, it says I can put symphonic on here. I'll go all operatic on it. Kickoff. Fielded by, looks like number 10, Fledis. Man, he's got some speed. Through the gut. That was number 4.
52-yard line. He was taken down by
Number 4, not on the roster.
22.
Who is it? Chaw? Thank you.
Eddie Bonstel.
Oh, it's 14. Okay. 4. Okay. 4 is 4. 14 is 4. All right, that's Chaw. We got him listed down as 14. It's 4. Let's see what come out this possession here. Indian Hawks staying under base look. We got a little bit of deep coverage here. Basic spread formation for MMA. Basic 3-4 defense for us. DeRocha goes on a motion. Handoff to Thibodeau. He plows through the line. He's met with a bunch of Indian Hawks. Keeps bulling forward. Good hard run for Thibodeau. Gain of about 4 or 5.
Matthew Thibodeau, ball carrier. He was brought down by number 56, Damian Walker.
I can hear me on that, so it sounds okay. I sound beautiful.
Second and 6 for the Colonels.
Yeah. Second down and 6 here for the Colonels. Indian Hawks are still in coverage. Sweep here for DeRocha. He's got an angle. He may pick up the first. He does. He gets a little bit more.
Number 7. Rocha, your ball carrier, knocked out of bounds by
First down Colonels will be at our 35-yard line. And we got a little bit of, oh, they're just in a huddle. Let's see here, about 5 to go in the quarter. Bunch formation here, a little bit weird gaps in the spread there. That just might be my angle. Nope, they're trying to hit an inside run there with Thibodeau. And the Indian Hawks maul him in the backfield. Looks like Walker was the first one there.
little help from number 56,
Damian Walker's had a heck of a first quarter defensively already.
Bring up 2nd and 11 for the Colonels.
Excuse me. Second and 12 now for the Colonels. Nice night out here. This is about perfect weather for anything. Except maybe ice hockey. Quad look. You got a wing. Thibodeau's playing a wing off the right side. Fleetus with the quick pass. Behind DeRocha. Almost picked.
Receiver number 7, Pedro DeRocha. Pass falls incomplete. Looks like 3rd and 12 for Colonels.
Timeout, MMA. We'll take it with them at the 4:37 mark in the first quarter. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football. It's 14-0 good guys. We'll be back right after this.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
3rd and 12 MMA.
All right, 3rd down, long for MMA. Looks like about 12 still.
37.
See here, spread block. Fleetus is in the up back position. Deep throw over the head of everybody.
Tender for number 12 falls incomplete. 4th and 12 for the Colonels.
Now let's go and bring up 4th and 12. They're in positive field position. If I'm MMA, I go for it here. I'm actually surprised by the just bombs away on the 3rd down. I figured they'd try to get half the distance or something like that. Huddle up. Indian Hawks look like they're getting ready to just play cloud defense at the sticks. We're bringing pressure. We're playing cloud defense, and we're bringing pressure behind it. Looks like Trevor Anthony's going to be the one linebacker. Everybody's coming. There's the bomb. It's up for grabs. Incomplete. That could have been pass interference both ways on that one. Be change of possession on downs. Indian Hawks will get the ball for their 4th possession. They've scored their last 2. Incidentally, on 27-yard touchdown passes both times. Off the bubbles. We're huddling up. We're going to go quickly. It's the 4:29 mark. Stacked twins on both sides for the Indian Hawks. Enkelman offset to the right. Yates getting ready to take the snap. Looks like cloud coverage again for MMA. This might be just cover 2 look. There's the screen. That's Reed with his first catch of the game.
Number 2, Nate Reed with the carry.
The deuce.
He's taken down by number 28 for the Colonels.
Gain of about 8 on the play, and Nate Reed is on the offensive stat book. Had a tackle earlier, so he's on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 2. Probably see a read option here with Enkelman and Yates. Get the ball on the ground. Also 2nd short, midfield. Good chance to go long, too. They haven't tried to go to Evans yet, other than on the 2-point conversion. There's the motion to Kendall. Triple option. Give it to Enkelman. He'll burst forward, but he may get a yard or less on that. Good defensive wall there for the Colonels. Look like number 16, Ray Vaz Givens. Oh, they gave him 3 yards on forward motion on that. I didn't think he'd get nearly that, but first down for Enkelman. I didn't think he got anywhere close to that. Fumble. Oh, my goodness. Ball still, Yates came up with it. All right.
Sean Yates picked up his own fumble.
Yates came up with it and managed to gain 3 yards.
2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
2 or 3 yards on the roll there for Yates. Heads up. Second and 8 here for the Indian Hawks. Base formation, Ankelman offset to the right side, double twins. McPike in motion. Power play. Yates, I'll tell you what, they're cutting down on our running game. That's tackled by number 50, Copeland Graham.
Gain of about 2 on the play, bring up 3rd and 6 for the Indian Hawks.
Been tough sledding on the ground so far for the Indian Hawks, other than Kendall's jet sweep. That sets up about 3rd and 5. We got trips offset to the left. Klopsic isolated here on the near side. Tell you what, that's not a bad match. Oh, free first down.
Flag on the play.
Encroachment, Colonels.
Encroachment defense.
That should be a free first down for the Indian Hawks. It's right at the stick. So we going to measure this, or
5-yard penalty will make it 3rd and just under 1.
They're moving the stick, so that'll slow.
They get back. First down, Indian Hawks.
All right, so we got the signal to move the sticks. First down for the Indian Hawks on that 2:18 mark. Double twins look. McPike in the motion to the backfield. He gets the handoff. The front wall penetration for the Colonels has been impressive. 70, that's number 38. I've been waiting for this one. Sky Spotted Eagle Thunderchild Hinio. They say he's out of Alaska. Then when you boys call him the bear hunter or something like that? Yeah. All right, that sets up a 2nd and long. Yates just, I don't know what we're waiting on here. I think we're looking on defense to adjust. Scheibel's looking things over. Yates looking at the sideline, then looking at the defense. Takes the snap. Counter play to the left.
Sean Yates, ball carrier.
No, I'm not an expert, but Walker should have hit somebody on that pull.
Little help from 78 for the Colonels. Gain of about.
Tackling that one by, I'm going to say Ebersol, and Hinio was on there. Base formation for the Indian Hawks. Engelman offset right. 3rd about 3. Yates 3-step drop. Out pattern. It's picked off by DeRocha. He's got room to run down the sideline. Brought down by Anthony. And DeRocha has a pick. Colonel will have the ball at about the 46, R46. That's where they'll start. We got 30 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll stay with you here. Flittis is coming onto the field. It's 14-0 Indian Hawks. We got off to a quick lead last week, and then Louisiana fought their way back, and it was nip and tuck the rest of the way. Well, now we got to try to stop MMA here. Don't let them get momentum. Good job on Trevor to make the tackle there. That looked like a design target throw. I don't know if Yates was late on the throw or someone was late on the break, but DeRocha read it perfectly. Quick pass to DeRocha. Hangs on. Slips a tackle, then drug down. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play.
DeRocha with the reception.
Looks like Kendall in on the tackle.
Number 11, Blake Kendall.
6 on the play. 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Colonels.
They're going to get a no playoff. They're going to let it run. We're at 16 seconds and running. The game clock is less than the play clock, so if MMA wants to let it run out, they can. I think that's what they're going to do. They don't seem to be in any hurry. It's 14-0. It looks like we're going to hit the end of the quarter here. We'll be back with second quarter action after this. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football. It's 14-0 good, guys. We'll be back right after this.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay. Only score update I've gotten so far is Bowling Green is beating Palmyra 6-0 into first. We play them next week up at Bowling Green in the county rival for the Pike County Championship. Bunch formation on the right side. Ball's on the ground. Flettis falls on it. That's going to be a loss of about 3 on the foot play. 3rd and long.
For a loss of about 4, bring up 3rd and 8 for the Colonels.
Let's see here. We're going into like a cloud coverage base look here for our defense. I imagine we're going to probably bring 5, drop 5, and keep Trevor Anthony in the middle, spy and Flettis. That seems to be our MO on 3rd downs. Backfield formation. There's motion. Handoff to number 12. He didn't have much room to run. That is Styles Fountain. Picked up about 2, maybe 3 on the play. That's 4th and 6 for them. They're in positive field position. They're down 14. I'd go for it. Let's see what they do. Let's see here. Trips on the right. Empty backfield look. Flettis has to get rid of it quick. We're flying through there. Tried to get the Fountain. He'd have been short anyways. Anthony on the coverage. It'll be turnover on downs. Indian Hawk football coming up this with our first possession of the second quarter. It's going to be our 1st and 10, our own 42 coming out. We're now going right to left on the screen here. That's south to north. We're past sundown now. Lights are on. Yates and Ankelman in the backfield. Stack look twins. Quick screen to Kendall. Slips one tackle. He gets a block from Evans on the other. Nice hit. Edward Shaw with a good solid hit. Looks like Kendall picked up 11 or 12 though, so he's going to get the first down, but Shaw with a solid hit there. All right, let's see here. The stack formation again. Yates and Ankelman in the backfield. Evans is the front of the near side. Can't see the front of the back side. Yates going to keep it. He's got Ankelman and Walker lead blocking for him. Walker knocks someone over there. Yates has got to see that and just trust that Walker's going to clear his man out and follow him.
About 8 yards. Knocked out of bounds by number 50. Copeland Graham for the Colonels. 2nd and 10 Indian, or 2nd and
7, gain of 7 on the play for Yates. Base formation, Enkelman to the right. Quick toss. Ball's loose. Is that a fumble or incomplete? They're saying a fumble.
Fumble is picked up by number 28 for the Colonels.
Number 28, Thomas Huckins, picks it up. That'll be another turnover for the Indian Hawks.
At their own 43.
Second of the game, and the Colonels will get the ball with decent field position here.
First and 10 Colonels.
They'll have it on their own 43 coming out. We're at the 9:37 mark. I thought he threw that forward, but I guess he didn't. All right, well, MMA ball. You know, if we'd let them hang around, they're going to be in this game just like Louisiana was last week. We came out, we pounded Louisiana early, but we let them hang around. We made a couple mistakes, and that made it a ball game. Motion here to strong side. That's going to be handoff to DeRocha. Slips one tackle. Oh, you got to wrap that up. Slips another one. Finally brought down. That looks like Walker. Walker's been all over the field defensively tonight. DeRocha picks up about 4 or 5. Solid 5 for DeRocha on the mark.
Second and 6 for the Colonels.
Walker's been everywhere defensively, but, man, we need better effort from the rest of them. We look like, other than him, we look like we're in mud a little bit. Well, Kendall's been flying around too. Styles in motion. Backfield. Trevor slips out of hit. Oh, no, he did. Yep. Frankenstein had him, but Styles slipped out. I didn't see who cleaned it up over there on the far side. Good pursuit. I've seen number 52, Corey Hoffman, look like he was in the area. I ain't going to give the credit to him. Anthony got the first lick, but Fountain slipped out of his tackle. Better defensive effort there for the team on that play. Empty backfield. Fountain on the motion. Tries a shovel pass. Is that a fumble or is that an incompletion? I think the shovel is supposed to be an incompletion.
Picked up by number 2, Nate Reed.
I think the shovel's an incompletion, though. Looks like Thibodeau's a little shaken up. And they walk him over to the sideline. Indian Hawks make their changes, offense to defense. So do the, yeah, they called the incompletion. That's what I was thinking. He clearly threw it forward. It looked like a fumble. He clearly motioned forward, and a shovel pass should be an incompletion. MMA is going into punt formation. Looks like Klopsik's back deep. We're going to match up man-to-man on this one. We got Klopsik deep. It looks like maybe Kendall playing the free safety center field. Is that delay? No, that can't be delayed. That's 8.
Flag on the plate.
Oh, please tell me we didn't encroach. I'm not getting any indication. Well, walking them back must have been a false start on somebody for MMA.
Start offense. We get 4th and 10 for the Colonels.
That's a little bit more breathing room for the Indian Hawks. Now we can bring pressure because encroachment doesn't give them a first down. We've already blocked one punt. Looked like it was Zach Evans on the block. False start. Somebody on the line. The referee's trying to explain what he's doing wrong. I think the snapper is double clutching. Just judging by what the referee was doing there, the snapper is double clutching. And that you can't do that. You can move one hand to adjust the ball around, but you can't move forward and more than once. There's a snap. They tried to get a block there. Klopsic fields it at the 32 and ran out of bounds at the 42. Not a bad punt. Pretty good coverage for the Colonels. Good field position for the Indian Hawks. We get it first and 10 our own 42. 7:51 to go in the second. Up 14-0. It's been kind of up and down for the Indian Hawks this game. Couple good plays, few bad plays, just really a few turnovers. Really can't get any kind of consistent momentum going for us. Our defense has played fairly solid against MMA's offense, though. Yates screened to McPike, dropped it. Ball was a little high, but there was a defender in the air. Yates kind of had to throw the ball. That one's got to be caught by McPike. Ugh. Linebacker is right there crossing the line. That ball had to be thrown high. Yates, McPike's got to trust his block there. Just catch the ball and run. Trips on the right side. Engelman on the right side, just power run. Oh, no, not trips on the right. It's down here in the sideline, double twins. Oh, mauled.
Number 50,
Copeland Graham flies through there and wraps up Yates. Big sack on the play, loss of 10. 9, something like that. Big loss on the play.
3rd and 18.
We got 3rd and forever. Trips on the right side. Quick play for Kendall. That should be offensive pass interference, not called. Kendall did a good job making sure guards on didn't intercept that. That's going to set up 4th down. We got to punt this thing. Our offense is a little bit rattled right now. We got to rely on our defense here. There's the kick. It's away. Fountain catches it. He's going to try to return it. Probably should have just fair caught it.
Number 12, Styles Fountain with the reception. He's brought down by...
Maybe got a yard on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 MMA from their own 43. Martin giving credit for the tackle. Let's see here. We got a 3-4 look. We got to be playing cover 2 mostly against these guys. We got to be bringing the pressure here on Floridas. Trips on the right side. Floridas has it. He's looking for a place to run. He's brought down. McPike with the tackle for loss.
Fitez with the carry. He's brought down by number 25, Malik McPike in the backfield.
McPike coming from the backside, just got there.
And 15 for the Colonels.
Who's that on the strong side end here? Did a good job boxing and everything. Gave McPike time to get back there. Can't see the number, but strong side DN for us did a great job of holding Floridas in. Empty backfield for the Colonels. Low snap, quick throw, picked off. He may go. He will go. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Indian Hawks.
Kyle Martin with a pick six, and the Indian Hawks get their first score of the second quarter at 6:01. I'm going to say he went about 50 yards on the pick six. And that makes it 20-0 Indian Hawks with the 2-point conversion to go. Okay. What's that floated in the air? Do we got a baton girl? All right, spread formation. Good job by Kyle Martin just to play his zone, read the ball, take it, and become an offensive player once he gets it. Evans on motion. Do that flood route we did to get to 2. Isolation, throws it to Kendall, way overthrown. Failed 2-point conversion pass, 20-0. And at the 6:01 mark, it's 20-0 Indian Hawks. We'll be back with more action right after this.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home.
All right, we're back. We'll play that People's Bank and Trust commercial the next time. Oh, I was hearing it on this. I was hearing your phone. That's what I was hearing. Yeah.
Number 4, Edward Chaw, the reception, knocked out of bounds. But number 3, Justin Genowine. Bring up first and 10 for the Colonels at their own 35-yard line.
All right. See here, Chaw got knocked out at the 35 there on that. Let's see what we got here. We're going to stay in our nice little cover 2 look here, I think. 3-4. Can't tell who's on the line. You see Trevor Anthony playing the... Yeah, we're bringing pressure right now. Empty backfield. DeRoche motions to the backfield. Option. Just fires it out to him. He's got an angle. He's got room to run. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Stepped out at the 43, gain of 7.
Ran out of bounds by Trevor Anthony. Bring up second and about 3 for the Colonels.
It's 20-0 Indian Hawks here. Halfway through the second. Both offenses have kind of stalled here. We just scored on an interception return. It's been a mistake-filled game for both teams. Right now, the bounces have gone Indian Hawk way. They have been able to capitalize a couple times off the mistakes. Fountain goes into motion. Option look. Flettis keeps it, and he is corralled quickly. I think that was a 52, Corey Hoffman.
With a carry, brought down by number 52.
Hoffman is a senior. Flettis gained a couple on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. You You see Yates in his center, Chewy Dugan discussing something on the sideline. Oh, free first down. Unless somebody moved, that's a free first down.
Result of that penalty with a first down for the Colonels.
I'll give them credit, though. If you're going to be offsides hard all the way. Make sure the refs have to call it. They saw something that looked like a snap, and they went. First and 10 here for the Colonels. Fountain goes in motion. Triple option look. Is that Thibodeau? Is he back in the game? Thibodeau's back in the game. Hammerhead for 1 yard.
Y'all got cortisone on the sideline? Y'all got a cortisone shot on the sideline?
Second and about 9 for the Colonels.
Gain of 2. Spread formation. Can't see. Looks like maybe Styles in the backfield with Flettis. Hands it to him. He's smothered. Kendall, Anthony, and a few others are there.
Number 12, Styles Fountain, was the ball carrier on that. He stopped in the back.
Hoffman suds back in the game for 50 Martin.
Bring up 3rd and 11 for the Colonels.
Third and long for the Colonels. They're at midfield, or close to it. About 3.5 to go in the half. Wing trips here on the right side. Empty backfield. Flettis just throws it up high on the out. Fountain can't get there. Fourth down. Tell you what, with Ellsbury's offensive inconsistency and a couple turnovers already, I punt the ball here if I'm MMA. That looks exactly what they're going to do. Punt formation coming out. There's the snap. Kicks up and away. It's a short one. Nut of about 20 on the 25 on the punt. It'll be the Indian Hawk ball at 35 coming out after this. It's 20-0 Indian Hawks. 3:19 to go. It'd be nice to get one more score before halftime. A little bit of momentum going into the second half.
First and 10 Indian Hawks from their own 35.
Get this offense back in gear. Bubble. Evans has it. Nice tackle. Gain of maybe a 1. Number 28, Thomas Huckins. His helmet came off. He's got to leave the field for a play. No gain on the play for Evans where they spotted him. 2nd and 10. Trip formation right side. Enkelman offset to the right. Looks like Kendall isolated here down on the near sideline. 3-step drop for Yates. Corner route. Oh! Just through Klopsik's hands. Good play call for the Indian Hawks there. Just couldn't connect. 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Oh, that was there. Good play call. Just got to execute it. Let's see what we got here. 3rd and long, we really need a first down here. Double twins look. Ankelman offset right. Chewy looking back at Yates for something. Dart! Oh my goodness! Klopsic, come on. Ah. Well, there's a Yates is on target with these. There's a drop there by Klopsic. Gosh, darn it. 4th and long. We got a punt here. We don't want to give MMA the momentum heading in the half. Almost got a block on that. They went empty on it. Fountain's back there. Did he touch it? Kendall downs it. Nice punt there for Yates.
Colonel 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Colonels.
Let's see, it'll be MMA ball. About their 23. I think they've only got one timeout left. 2:16 to go in the half. They've shown next to nothing offensively. They have been able to get a couple of outside runs, but they've also lost a lot of yardage on a couple of outside running plays. Floodis hasn't been able to get anything going in the passing game, and the inside running since Thibodeau's little injury earlier has been non-existent. DeRocha, too high. That was actually a good pass combination there. Out routes by everybody else. DeRocha cutting underneath to the end. Was wide open, but just couldn't connect. Floodis' pass was too high. 2nd and 10. Empty backfield, wing on the right side. DeRocha motions, quads. Oh, picked off, and he's going to score. Nathan Reed with his first varsity touchdown. The Deuce read the play and got the pick.
For the pick 6.
2nd pick 6 of the game, 3rd of the season. That's a 20-yard pick 6 for Nathan Reed. And the 2-point conversion to go. It's 2:06. It's now 20 to go in the half. It's now 26-0 Indian Hawks with the 2-point conversion to come. Nice job, Nathan Reed. Had a way to make things happen. Base formation, Ankelman offset right. Just a power run. Yates takes it in unopposed. 2-point conversion run for Yates. It's now 28-0. 2:06 to go in the half. Solid job there. Good job by Nate Reed on that pick 6. We'll make a quick commercial here while we get set for kickoff.
Forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Back to receive for the Colonels.
All right, let's see here. I think if you're the Indian Hawks right now, you just kick it deep, you come out, you play defense. Your defense has been your best offense so far. It's set up one drive, and you'd score directly on 2 others. Cha has it, breaks the tackle. Can't break the other one. Good breakdown on that.
For the reception, brought down by number 22, Eddie Bonstel.
Bonstel with the tackle. Good job breaking down. Not letting Shaw get to the outside on him on that return. 2 minutes to go in the half. Basically the same situation we had earlier. MMA gained 10 yards but lost 8 points. They're at the 33 now. 2 minutes to go in the half. They still got the one timeout. Indian Hawks in complete command of the game now. It's 28-0. Seven on the play clock. Colonels have got to get set quickly. 3, 2, 1, snap. Flettis gets it off. Throws a streak down to Fountain. Overthrown. Good coverage. Who was that for us? Was that Dalton Struss? That looked like 33 over there.
Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Colonels.
Huh? All right, 2nd down and 10. MMA's got to run some clock here, else we can put a score up and get this game really going here. Quad look left side. DeRocha isolated right. It's even on the line. They're going to throw a bomb up for him. He's got him. Oh, can't hang on.
Pass intended for number 7 falls incomplete.
There's another drop. Flettis had DeRocha on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now.
Dalton Struss on coverage.
Tell you what, if I'm Clopton Ellsbury, if this is a running play, there's an MMA player down on the sideline. Quarterback's out. That was Flettis on the sideline there. He's up now, but they got to have a backup quarterback in the game. Looks like it's going to be Styles Fountain taking the snap. Who is?
Plays blown dead. Delay of game.
Ray Voss Givens. All right. Ray Voss Givens is now in at quarterback. Looked like Fountain was giving the orders back there. Ray Voss Givens in at quarterback. Flettis is on the sideline. Base for me. If I'm MMA, I run the ball, run the clock. And that's exactly what they do. Fountain gets it. He gets buried. Reed is Reed's in on attack along as other people. Timeout is called. Smart move by Mike Scheibel. I think he wants to save the clock here and try to get a score before half. Get that clock running all second half is what he wants. Now it's going to be 4th down forever. MMA has to punt. That's smart. It's a strategic in-game move here by Scheibel. I know it seems like running up the score, but this gets the game over quicker. Get that clock running all second half. Basically save his team's legs for next week. Next week's the big week against Bowling Green, the start of our conference season. And last I heard, Bowling Green's beating Palmyra, and it's never easy to beat Palmyra. All right. Get it off. There's a kick. Klopp's expected. Oh, he buffs it. Gets it on the bounce at the 50. He's out of bounds near the 40.
Carried the ball back to the Colonel's 40.
And here comes the offense. I don't even know if we got any timeouts left, but we got 1:26 to go. We got the ball in positive territory. Clock will stop on 1st downs. be 1st and 10 on the MMA 43. Trips on the right, Enkelman offset right as well. This is power run formation. Kendall isolated all alone on the left side. They're looking that way. Got him! Wide open. He's going to score now. Nice call. Found a pocket in the zone and took advantage of it. 43-yard pass. Not a pick six. 43-yard touchdown pass. Yates to Kendall. I believe that's Kendall's second of the game. Third touchdown pass of the game for Yates. 2-point conversion to go. This is the big one. Get that thing over 36, 35. McPike checking in. Yates coming out. Uh-oh. Evans has it. He's going to bull through.
Zach Evans with a carry.
There's a flag on the play. They're checking out Yates on the sideline. This ain't good. Yates has already thrown 6 touchdown passes in a start and a half. We're going to call holding, so it's going to be still 2-point conversion try this time from the 13. Trip look right. Evans the quarterback. He's going to run the same play again. This time just got to go a lot longer. Oh, come on. Come on.
Zach Evans, ball carrier.
He runs it in from 13 yards, but there's a flag down.
Flag on the play.
Can he do it from 23?
2-point conversion is good.
Okay, the flag was on MMA. 2-point conversion is good. That makes it 36-0. Minute 16 to go in the half. And the last 6 minutes of the half, the Indian Hawks have turned up the heat. They're now up 36-0, 22 points here in 5-minute time span. Getting the kickoff squad ready here. We don't want to give up any points before halftime. Running clock, second half. We're looking at a running clock in the second half now. It would be very Scheibel-like to kick an onside kick here and try to get one more score to add insurance to the running clock. I would actually think about doing it here as well.
Kicking for the Indian Hawks, number 13, Kyle Martin.
For the very reason of it's early in the year, get that clock running, save your legs, and get out of this game and get ready for next week.
The Colonels.
He kicks it to the corner. Stay in bounds. Stay in bounds. Out of bounds. I believe that'll be MMA ball at the 40 now.
Out of bounds at the Colonel 27-yard line.
Somebody's squeaking the tires over there. Well, MMA's got one timeout, minute 16 to go, down 36-0 in the first half. They've got the ball at.
We move to the 35-yard line.
I thought it was the 40 in high school. I thought high school got it at the 40 on out of bounds. Yep. Okay, it's at the 35. I don't know why most teams don't kick it out of bounds then. 35 is not that bad a field position for a high school kickoff. Looks like Flettis back in at quarterback. Quick toss. Picked off. That's McPike. He dropped it. He dropped it. Ball's loose.
Ball intercepted.
Indian Hawks recover. We're in scoring position.
Carried back.
We got a minute 6. We got to score again. Is Yates back in the game, or is he on the sideline? I can't see Yates on the sideline. So I guess he's in the game. Yep, there goes Yates. He's in the game. It's mid-6 to go. We got it about the Colonel 17. We're heading in. We're already in the red zone after McPike's pick. MMA is already guarding the end zone. Got him there. Oh, picked off. Picked off at the 3. That's picked off by Eddie Shaw.
This is intercepted by number 4, Edward Shaw. Colonels will start
And
the drive
with 57 seconds to go, maybe MMA will just run the ball and get the half over.
their own 20-yard line.
We had time there. I think we should have seen MMA in that cloud defense guarding the end zone already. We probably should have just ran. We had gotten the first down. Indian Hawks clouding up their defense here. Flettis has it. He's got running room up the middle. Slips one tackle, not another.
Number 10,
Picked up 8 or 9 on the play.
Fleites is the ball carrier, knocked down by number 2, Nate Reed.
Reed got a tackle there. He's had a nice game for a debut.
Second,
Picked up 10 on the play, they said. First down. Clock will start till the... It shouldn't have been. Picked off. The Frankenstein gets a pick this week.
intercepted by number 72, Trevor Anthony.
Well, now we got 27 seconds. Ball at the 18 again.
From the Colonel 17.
That's been 4 picks for the Indian Hawks. We've committed 2 interceptions and a fumble and a turnover mistake-filled first half. All right, we're going trips. Look on the right side. If we've got a timeout left, we have to run the wall here. Look at how deep their safeties are. We get past the first line, we may score. If we've got a timeout left, you run the ball here. That's what we're doing. Counter. Gets through one. Can't break the other one. Call the timeout. 20. Clock's ticking. Clock's ticking. Why aren't we calling a timeout? We got to go.
Number 50 for the Colonels.
We got to get on it. 10.
Indian Hawks.
9. I guess we don't have the timeout left. 5. Bubble screen. That ain't going to work.
At the end of the first half, your
Yep.
score of 30
Defense is standing there for the Colonel. That's the way the first half ends. I'm kind of confused about the play call. I thought we had a timeout left. Apparently we didn't. Dominating first half for the Indian Hawks. Sloppy on both ends. It's 36-0. We'll be back with second half action and hopefully some scores from around the area after these messages.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, we're at the half here. Let's go. It's 36-0. We'll get a quick rundown of the scoring. It's all Indian Hawks right now. At 8:13 in the first, we opened up the scoring on a 27-yard pass from sophomore Sean Yates to Matt Klopsick. Didn't get the 2-point conversion. Went up 6-0. At 6:24 in the first, we hit another 27-yard bubble screen pass. This time, Yates hit Kendall, broke a few tackles. We got the 2-point conversion, Yates to Evans, and went up 14-0. Then there was about a one-quarter drought in scoring as neither team could get anything going offensively, and there was a whole bunch of turnovers until the Indian Hawks broke through on Zach Martin's 50-yard interception return. Didn't get the 2-point conversion to go. Went up 20-0 at the 6:01 mark in the second quarter. Oh, not Zach Martin. Kyle Martin. Sorry for that. Then Nate Reed scored his first varsity touchdown with the 20-yard pick six, where he basically read the eyes of the Flettis, the quarterback for MMA, and picked off a screen pass. Returned to 20 yards for another score. Sean Yates ran it in on the 2-point conversion, making it 28-0 at the 2:06 mark. And then after another MMA pick, after another MMA interception, we got the ball and scored right away on a 43-yard sort of find it in the zone pass from Yates to Kendall. Got the 2-point conversion run by Zach Evans from 13 yards out. Made it 36-0 at the 1:16 mark. Some area scores of interest. Bowling Green's playing Palmyra tough. They're down 14-6 at the half. I believe that one I've heard is at Palmyra. Mark Twain is losing big to Hallsville. The score I was given was 24-6. North Callaway is blowing out Tipton 35-0 was the score I was heard. Let's see if I can remember some of the other ones I've heard down there. Wright City and Southern Boone are in a close one. I think that was 2014 Southern Boone at the half. And Louisiana is getting mauled right now by South Shelby, but I don't have an update. They have end of first quarter score on that one. It was 24-0. Well, they've got the alarm going, so now the 3-minute stretch period has begun. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with second half action right after this.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And now the bugs are starting to come out. All right, we're back, getting ready for second half action here. Indian Hawks to kick off. It's 36-0, I believe. That means as soon as the clock starts, it won't stop except for scores or official timeouts. Let's get this game rolling. (4-4-3) formation off the kickoff for MMA. Pops it right to the back of the diamond. It gets Pai Cha. Loose ball at the 10. Cha picks it up. First and 10, MMA at the 16.
Tackle was made by Eli.
Shouldn't that clock be rolling?
Colonels will take over first.
There it goes.
At their own 17-yard line.
If we can keep that 35-point lead, this will be a quick half. Tight formation here for MMA. 5 wideouts, but they're all tight and wing. There's a penalty.
Plays blown dead. False start offense.
False start on MMA. 5 yards. Makes it first and 15 now. Ball now on the Colonel 13. They still got spread on the line, but tight with the receivers now. DeRocha goes in motion, hands it off. Gets some running room. Picking his way through. Reverses field, loses a couple yards on the reverse.
Brought down by
Gain of about 8 on the play for DeRocha.
56, Damian Walker.
Going to set up a 2nd and 7.
Be 2nd and 7 for the Colonels.
Walker got the hit. Now MMA spreads it back out. Looks like trips here on the right side. DeRocha lines up inside on the trip look. Fountain to the high back. DeRocha motion. Read option. Flettes keeps it. He goes nowhere. Going to be 3rd and long. Under 10 minutes already as the clock keeps rolling.
7 is ball carrier brought down by several Indian Hawks close to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6, Indian Hawks. 3rd
Yep.
and 6, Colonels.
trip bunch near the line in wings, quad set. Flettis keeps it on the option. He only got a couple. That's going to set up 4th and long. You got a running clock here. I'd say you probably punt it if you're MMA in this situation. Flip the line. They're bringing pressure. I think they're going to call encroachment on the Indian Hawks there. I think we crossed the line just before the snap. It's going to set up a 4th and short. Running clock. I'm MMA. I go for it.
Very 4th and 1 for the Colonels.
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that. Just say okay. Just say okay. They're going for it. Flettis with the carry. Oh, it's close. They're going to stop. Oh, yep, got the first.
By several Indian Hawks. They bring up 1st and 10 for the Colonels.
They should start the clock back up since they acknowledged the first. Roll the clock. There's the motion by Fountain. Styles Fountain with the dive. Slips through the first tackle, not the second wave. Second wave gets him for a 2-yard loss.
Number 12 ball carrier brought down by
It's going to be 2nd and 11. Styles did a good job. Styles Fountain did a good job to slip the first tackle on that one. Couldn't get by the second wave. MMA huddles up, 2nd and long.
2nd and 11 Colonels.
That clock is marching right on down. Wing trips right, empty backfield. Fountain Flettis takes the ball, rolls right on a sweep, gets a block, gets another, slips a tackle, and is brought down at their gain about 4.
Tackled by number 56, Damian Walker. There's a flag on the play.
Walker gets credit for another tackle on that one. He's been the big man on defense tonight. Flag on the play. I think the referee's picking it up and waving it off.
Penalties waved off. 3rd and 5 for the Colonels.
I think what we might have had was a pass interference play, but since Flettis took off with the ball, it doesn't count. Trips on the left side, DeRocha on the inside. He could be a potential motion man. Thibodeau motions back to the backfield. Hands it off to him, and he gets plowed under. Fourth down.
20-40 ball carrier stopped by several Indian Hawks.
Hoffman checks in for Evans. Fourth down.
For the Colonels.
4th and about 4. I imagine we're going to see a punt here out of MMA. They've done a good job of holding on to the ball, but haven't really advanced it too far. And we're through 6.5 minutes of action. Uh-oh. Ball's low. Flettis gets it off. No one's back there to get it. It's going to roll for quite a ways. Flettis punt won about 50 yards with about 20 of it coming on the roll. And that's where the Indian Hawks will take over. Clock should stop for change of possession. It does. At the 5:09 mark in the 3rd quarter, the Indian Hawks will get the first possession of the second half. Score here would be big. It would keep the clock running for sure the whole half. Yates is coming back in at quarterback.
At their own 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Indian Hawks.
Do we have to have a mandatory water break with a running clock? I guess we do. We'll take a break with them. 60 degrees, but it's mandatory water break time. This is Indian Sports Network.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right. Indian Hawks first position, second half. We're coming up in base formation. Ankerman offset to the right. Yates still in the backfield. I imagine he's going to go until we get that additional score insurance. I don't even know who our JV quarterback is right now. Yates taking it on the sweep. He's got running room. Brought down after about 18.
Sean Yates with a carry.
And I got to be honest with you, the offense could actually use some more work. And they didn't exactly light the stat sheet up the first half. We did get scores, but most of them were set up by interceptions and turnovers. 4.5 to go in the quarter now. Base formation again. Ankelman offset to the right. Yates lead run. Got room to run. Getting his jersey tore a bit there. Pulled down by Tro Cunningham.
8 on the play. 2nd and 2.
Trip formation on the left. Looks like Klopsic isolated on the right. They're bringing the safety over. So Klopsic's already drawn double coverage. Child moves back to center. Can't see who that is. That looks like Kendall. Klopsic with the catch and carry. Okay. Oh, there was Reed over here on the isolation. Klopsic gets the catch. Tell you what, if Reed plays to the level he can athletically, that gives the Indian Hawks 4 athletic receivers to throw to this year. Between him, between Klopsic, Kendall, Evans, gives them 5 actually. Klopsic, Kendall, Evans, McPike, and Reed. Up bobble. Oh.
Falls incomplete, intended for Klopsic.
Klopsic can't catch that one. Second and 10 now. We're under the 3-minute mark here in the third. As we mentioned before, it is a running clock at this point. Ankelman offset right, base formation. Cover 2 look for MMA. 3-step drop for Yates. Fires it down the field. Ball's tipped by Styles Fountain. Incomplete. He had it in his grasp. Couldn't haul in the interception. Going to set up a 3rd and long. Base formation, offset right. Nice pass. Ball's loose. MMA ball. McPike caught it, but he fumbles it. MMA recovers the fumble. Turnover. And with minute 26, McPike is down on the ground. Minute 26 to go in the quarter. It's going to be a turnover. We'll get him. See if he's injured here. It looks like McPike did something to his ankle. Hopefully it's not too serious. It may be a cramp. He had cramp problems last week. He had cramp problems last week, basically took him out of the game.
Joe Theismann.
And McPike's walking off. Looks like assistant coach Lansky's telling him a little bit about holding on to the ball. What we got here? Minute 26, MMA ball now. There we've got it 1st and 10 on their own 38. There's a handoff to Thibodeau. And he gets drilled for no gain. Yep, they give him a yard on the 2 yards on the forward progress on that. I didn't see the ball get that far.
24, your ball carrier on that play. Gain of about 2 on it. Stopped by several Indian Hawks.
Second and 8 here for MMA. The Colonels look to have pared down their offense here to a more compact look. That's almost like a double wing look here for MMA. Flautis keeps it. I know a little bit of the intensity has gone out of the game here this second half, but this double wing look looks better suited for MMA's talent level than that wide open stuff they were running in the first half. Especially with Flautis' speed, and then you add that's the end of the period. End of the third. MMA's got a 1st and 10 at midfield. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after this, and it'll be a quick one.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, we're back with fourth quarter. No scoring there in the third. It was a quick one. MMA's having the ball with their second possession of the half. They got 1st and 10 on the 50. And we'll see what happens here. We've got running clock. This game might get over a little after 9, actually. Chow moves in, tight formation again for MMA. They got 3 on the left, 1 on the right. Fountain goes into motion. Power run. Fountain's got running room. MMA starting to pick their way forward here with this double wing look.
12, your ball carrier.
Again, they've got a variety of kids who can run the ball a bit between Chaw, DeRocha, Flautis, Fountain. I'd say this double wing look probably more suits MMA's talent level. Flautis has the ball, breaks contained, drops the pass off. Fountain can't hold on to it.
Pass intended for number 12, throw falls incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 3 for the Colonels.
Third and short here for the Colonels. Flettis keeps it on the option. He's going to pick up the first down. Ball's loose. They're going to say he's down. They're going to say he's down. Flettis did have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Gain about 4 or 5 there on the run. 1st and 10 Colonels inside the Indian Hawk 40. On the 40 now.
1st and 10 Colonels.
Spreading out the formation a little bit here. I don't know why. Keep it bunched up. Incomplete pass for DeRocha. If I'm MMA, I'll stay in that bunch formation until the Indian Hawks prove they can stop it.
Second and 10 Colonels.
Light standard just went out. We got darker down in that end zone. I wonder if the referees are going to call a halt. It's light enough to still play, but it's a little bit shady down in that far corner. One step drop for Flettis. Lets it float for Fountain. Did he catch it? I think he caught it. They're going to say catch for Fountain.
Pass is complete.
He's inside. He's about the 14-yard line. Here comes the starting defense back on the field. Handoff up the gut. That's got to be Thibodeau if you're going up the gut like that. Thibodeau iron heads for about 3.
24-year ball carrier stopped by several Indian Hawks. Be 2nd and 7.
We're at the 8-minute mark here with the running clock. Bad snap high over Flettis' head. Ball still loose. Who got it? I haven't seen any signaling. I'm going to assume that means MMA. Flettis got it. Chewy Dugan chucking into the game for the line. 3rd and forever now for MMA.
Colonels recovered the fumble. Brings up 3rd and very long.
You're in 4-down territory if you're MMA. Run your basic offense here that you plan on running. And the Colonel Cajuns the up back. Thibodeau Flettis the quarterback. One step drop, lets it fly. Fountain's there.
Pass is batted down.
Referees don't throw any flags. Could have been interference. Not called. It's been not called both ways all night. Chewy's checking out. Number 60, Isaiah Soto checking in. I think we're just finding guys to plug that middle nose position on the line there. Fourth and forever for MMA. Now you go to like a quads, look at this, throw it up. That's what we're doing. They got Fountain behind the diamond. Flettis going to take off running. He's got 4 past the first set of sticks, not past the second. He's out of bounds. Be a turnover on downs. That'll stop the clock at the 6-minute mark. Indian Hawk ball coming out at about their own 16.
At their own 19-yard line.
There is no Wi-Fi password out here. There's a number on that thing if you want to use it for a minute or so. No, there's. No, it's that long. It's that long number. No. It'll say you. All right, let's see here. We are 1st and 10, 6-minute mark. Who do we got in there now? It looks like Yates and Enkelman still in the backfield, so we got starters out there for the Indian Hawks. Offense still has yet to really get going here this game. We got the stacked Twins look here. And the ball is skipped out to
Pass falls incomplete.
Kendall. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Blake Kendall. 2nd and 10, Indian Hawks.
One step drop. Kendall keeps it all on his feet. Brought down. He's close to the. Where is he at? Oh, gosh, it's hard to tell where that stick is on the far side of the field.
Number 28 for the Colonels.
Gain of about 4 or 5.
3 on the play, bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, it's only gain about 3 with the sticks there. That darkness sort of distorts the field a bit. 3rd and long. Under the 5-minute mark. We'll have a little bit of a post-game show for you after tonight's ball game. Recap the scoring and look ahead to next week's ball game. Looks like 50 charged across the line. That's going to be a first. That's going to make it 3rd and 2.
Encroachment defense, bring up 3rd and 1.
That's 50. That's Thomas Huckins. No, 50's Copeland Grammon. Yates keeps it with the power. Gets slammed down. He picks up the first.
Brought down by number 28 and number 52.
Jaden Rogie and Thomas Huckins on the tackle. Yates picks up the first, gained about 7 on the play. 3:32 to go. Indian Hawks could just about run out the clock with this set of downs here. We're nearing the conclusion of tonight's game with the running clock here. Looked like that first down was enough to get Yates out of the games. Zach Evans is now in at quarterback.
2nd and 10, Indian Hawks.
He gained minimal on that one run. Trips on the right, single on the left. Is that Enkelman still in the backfield? That's somebody different. Looks like Bonstell and Evans now in the backfield. Evans, good job on the pickup. Gained about 12 there. First down, and that will do it. Unless MMA wants to call timeouts, we can run out the clock at this point. But we got to milk it. We got to milk it the whole way. Tell you what, looks like Coach Scheibel's starting to build a solid program here. To lose all that he lost last year and to come back and the team start 2-0 again. Good showing. Next week will be a tough week against Bowling Green. Evans with the run here. And the youngsters are the key on this team. Gosh darn, everybody's young on it. Very few seniors. Very few juniors for that matter. Klopsik's a senior. Reed's a junior but first-time player. Kendall's a senior. Enkelman's a junior. Hoffman's a senior. Wolansky's a senior. He didn't play tonight. Probably won't play next week. Walker's a junior. Caleb Cobb's a senior. Isaiah Soto's a junior. And Chewy's a junior? Good Lord, I'm getting old. We're at the minute mark. Evans is marching the team downfield, but we're not trying to score. We're trying to do what we've already done, kill the clock. Evans is taking it to the 7 mark before he even gets set to snap. Dive play straight up the gut, gain about 5. Tonight's offense and defensive player of the game. Tonight's defensive player of the game is going to be Damian Walker. I know we've got a couple pick sixes and several other picks, but Damian Walker had a heck of a game defensively. Keyed a lot of the stops early on and got the momentum heading our way. And offensively, player of the game, we'll give it to Blake Kendall. He had a couple touchdown catches tonight. Did a good job on the one time when we ran him on the jet sweep, got about 30 yards. He'll be our offensive player of the game tonight for the People's Bank and Trust offensive player of the game for your Clopton-Ellsbury Indian Hawks tonight. This will be the last snap. Evans sort of counters his own run move. Gets about 3. That'll do it. And that's going to be a final 36-0. No scoring here in the second half. We'll take a little break, come back with a post-game wrap-up. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you another Indian Hawks victory. 36-0 over the MMA Colonels. We'll be back right after this.
At People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, well, here's a quick, we don't have much of a post-game show tonight. I'm sure Coach Scheibel's happy with the win. Probably a little disappointed with how it kind of looked. We look kind of sloppy out there. He said the biggest leap usually. Yeah, I threw it over the edge. We're having bug issues up here, people. Well, anyway, he said that probably the biggest improvement is week 1 to week 2. Defensively, that's shown through tonight. Offensively, yeah, I don't know. We got some ways to go. I mean, we show a lot of promise offensively. With the way Yates has looked and the receiving potential we have, this could be a very explosive, very fun offense to watch, but tonight just didn't look it. Well, here's the scoring summary. As stated at halftime, we opened up the first quarter scoring at 8-13 on a 27-yard screen pass from Yates to Klopsic. Then at 6:24, we scored on another 27-yard screen pass. This time Yates to Kendall. Kendall broke several tackles on the way into the end zone. That made it 14-0 at the end of the first. Wasn't any scoring for nearly a quarter until Kyle Martin picked off a pass returned at 50 yards for a touchdown at the 6:01 mark in the second quarter to make it 20-0. Then Nathan Reed picked up, beautiful play of the game actually. Made a beautiful read on a screen pass, picked off the ball and returned it 20 yards for a pick 6. We got a 2-point conversion run from Yates. That made it 28-0 at the 2:06 mark. After another pick off on a well-designed, well-called play for the offense, Yates hit Kendall on a little slant and stop pattern against the zone that found the hole. Kendall broke a tackle, broke into the open, and went 43 yards for the touchdown. 2-point conversion run was good from 13 yards out for Evans. That made it 36-0 at the 1:16 mark of the second half of the second quarter. Second half started. We had a running clock. Neither team really did much offensively other than keep the clock rolling, and so 36-0 was the way the score ended. We'll be back with a quick look ahead to next week's game against Bowling Green right after this.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Okay, we're back for one final bit here. Next week we're at Bowling Green for the start of conference season. I haven't gotten an update on any of the scores since halftime. Likely other games are probably just now getting towards the end of the third quarter. This game got over quickly in the second half. We're 2-0. Bowling Green is 0-1. They were down at halftime. Palmyra is a tough team to beat at home, and Bowling Green was playing them tough, though. It was 14-6 at the half. Likely Bowling Green's going to be coming in 0-2, but if they're playing Palmyra tough, they're going to be a tough team. We'll see what we can do. Scheibel's got a young squad here. They started off the best way they can, 2-0. They were dominating, if not impressive, tonight, 36-0 over MMA. That's about all I have with you. This is Bob Gray with the Indian Sports Network signing off. We'll be back next week from Bowling Green, the Pike County rivalry game. See you later.